So apparently the Nintendo fanboys are just as bad as the PlayStation fanboys. Well, I'm not saying as the actions that the PlayStation fanboys have done to certain developers and other content creators and the sorts to other, well, general people. Basically, they're just as bad at defending their precious little console. Now, if you don't know what's going on, the Switch 2 is currently out in the wild right now. Yes, it actually released pretty early out in the wild, and there has been some interesting development that has happened. Want to see the video real quickly out in the wild? Let me show you real quickly. And I'm just gonna straight up tell you guys right now, the UI on this thing looks absolutely terrible. It just looks like the Switch 1, except it's the little indicator where you highlight over like a little apps and everything. It's just got this little rainbow thing on top of it. That's really about it. It's nothing impressive. But Nintendo, listen to me right now. That screenshot I just showed right now was directly from your guys' website. So I'm not leaking anything. This is directly from your guys' website. Now you may be sitting there thinking to yourself, oh shit, we actually get to see some cool shit on the Nintendo Switch too. How games function and how they work and how well it runs, right, Gar? That's what you're supposed to, report on right now, right? Because there is some news out there about it. Though, bit of a spoiler alert. You can't use the Switch 2 even though you got it early. Now you may be sitting there thinking to yourself for a second, wait, Gar, what do you mean you can't use it? You have the piece of property right there in front of you. Here's a bit of a spoiler alert. Nintendo bricked the fucking console before you could even fucking use it on June 5th. Yeah, day one patch needs to be downloaded in order to use this console, meaning that you just have a fucking paperweight during the whole time. Now you may be sitting here thinking for a second, oh, this is where the Nintendo fanboy part comes in. Yeah, Nintendo fanboys are literally defending this practice of the company that you spent $500 on their console bricking your console. And after I saw this on Twitter, I thought to myself, yeah, the Nintendo fanboys are definitely defending this. And it's not going to be Harmon Smith in this episode at all. Yes, I know a lot of people like me dunking on Harmon Smith. But no, the Nintendo fanboys actually came out to play. So you guys know what time it is.
It's showtime.
Nintendo God says it was smart by Nintendo to lock up the hashtag Switch 2 and require a launch day update. This is obviously a security measure for the launch of the Switch 2. It will definitely change with the later shipments of units that will come ready to play out of the box. I love how these fanboys sit here and think Nintendo just pulled the god move of all time on everybody. Like it's like big some gotcha. You guys do realize the internet exists for a reason, right? And it's kind of funny though, because I looked up on here because someone made a mention in my Twitter comments about this. There's already a custom firmware out there that you could upload to the Switch 2. I shit you not. It's hard to get your hands on it right now, but you can actually install custom firmware to overwrite this. I shit you not. Like, Nintendo, it was a good fucking try on this one, but you should have done something like what you guys did with the Wii, like with the OS. This is just like the most saddest and laziest attempt to guard your hardware I have ever seen in my fucking life. Like, I am dead serious right now. If Nintendo doesn't put this fire out before it gets out of control yet again, we're about to have the fucking Switch 2 emulator in about 6 months at this point. Like, it's the Switch all over again. I don't get it, Nintendo. Why are you fighting against this? You're not going to win. We are too vast. We are basically Hydra. We're a Hydra here. You cut one head off, more will come. I don't understand with Nintendo. It's just a fucking battle that they're gonna eventually fucking lose. Strat for the 2 Kaio plant says, I don't see why everyone is complaining about this. It's just Nintendo preventing anyone from leaking Switch 2 footage until the launch day. Are we supporting leak culture now?
Maybe.
If that's your mindset in this situation, then I have a question for you then. What does Nintendo have to hide from us then? What's the problem then? It shouldn't be a problem allowing people to, have illegal access to your console, right? They bought it legally and everything. What's wrong with them accessing the console early enough to play the games that they legally bought? Tell me, what's the problem? It's not like they're hiding stuff from us, are they? Nah, it couldn't be the fact that a majority, like 100 games on their list, are not working correctly at all. So they need to delay the time to like a day one patch and, just kind of like hide things from us. No, Nintendo would never do that to its loyal customer base. Right? I mean, technically, this is the newer generation of the Nintendo Switch, something that, Nintendo's been working on ever so hard. It's not like the hardware within the Nintendo Switch 2 is about 5 to 7 years old, kind of like the same situation that happened with the Nintendo Switch itself. Nah, it couldn't be any of those problems. Right? PBTB says. No, Twitter, this does not mean the Switch 2's required an internet connection to use.
What are you, fucking stupid?
The Nintendo fanboys cannot be as dumb as the PlayStation fanboys. I really expected the Nintendo fanboys to at least have some processing brain cells in their head versus what the PlayStation fanboys do. Do you know what a day one patch is and how you download it? You have to connect to the internet in order to fucking download it and use your fucking $500 console. How is this a hard ass concept to even understand? You guys have been in this digital age for the longest fucking time and you don't even know what a day one patch is, and you're saying you don't have to connect to the internet in order to fucking download it? How fucking stupid are you people? I swear to God, if you become the next J-Tech or J-Dub, we're gonna have fucking problems, buddy, because I've already had enough brain damage from them. Lynn says, and here comes the psychotic people in the quick replies and quick retweets thinking Nintendo's locking system behind the internet. Once the day one patch is done, they'll be completely usable offline.
Oh, come on!
You're really going to sit there and defend a corporation, Nintendo, of all three of the big ones? You're really going to defend Nintendo of all the corporations that have abused their customer base just as bad or even worse than what Microsoft and PlayStation does? You're going to defend Nintendo. Also, on that topic too, how do you know for 110% that they're going to work offline? How do you know if you go offline, Nintendo's not going to brick your console the next time that you decide to go online? And what about for the people that don't have internet access in order to use the console in the first place? Did you ever think about that? No, of course not, because you guys are too focused on the fucking what's in front of you instead of the whole damn picture. I think the people that you're referring to that you think are psychotic for thinking that Nintendo would do this aren't so psychotic in the first place. I think you're actually psychotic for defending a corporation that gives zero fucks about you. Puglin Brute says, people are like, wow, how anti-consumer. No, bitch. It's so you fuckers can't leak anything early, you fucking twat.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Do you understand that these already leaked out to the public in the first place? Did you realize that this information already came out like way before the Switch 2 was confirmed? Like the load up screens were already available for people to view and everything. It's not because like, oh, they wanted to leak it, because the shit's already out there, you fucking aardvark. An average gamer says, locking the Switch 2 is absolutely genius move. There are people worldwide who would have bribed managers, open it early, lied in reviews, and returned it before launch day, just for clout, and that lie would have lived on for the entire lifespan of the Nintendo Switch 2.
I will send you to Jesus.
And you really think Nintendo is helping their public image with the Nintendo Switch 2? Every single fucking week up to launch, I keep seeing more and more negative news about the Nintendo Switch 2, especially with its hardware and the games where they're poorly optimized. Like, are you fucking kidding me, Nintendo? You couldn't fucking take the extra time to make sure these games were optimized in the first place before they launched on your console? For all we fucking know, on launch, these games could be absolute fucking trash and run like fucking trash, and you're fucking sitting here defending Nintendo spending spending $500 on games that you have no idea if they're gonna run correctly. Congratulations, you're a fanboy. Nintendo Prime says, "It's true, the Switch 2 is out in the wild, but Nintendo said, not so fast, Buster. The system is a paperweight until June 5th, midnight EST. You literally cannot do anything without that day one update. Smart move by Nintendo knowing this was going to happen." So let me get this straight. You will crucify Microsoft and Sony for doing the same exact things, but as soon as Nintendo comes around and does these type of things to their own consumer base, you are perfectly fine with it. I have never seen such a double standard in my life before, but hey, look what we're dealing with. We're dealing with fanboys right here. It is absolutely disgusting that these people are allowed to be in this industry and do this type of stuff. It is absolutely disgusting. And these people right here will be the reason why the video game industry will fucking crash. I guarantee it. Kai Wizzy says, dead ass smart move. Imagine the person not only got this, but Mario Kart World, boom, bunch of leaks and spoilers will begin. That's where I tend to disagree with you right there, because when there was actually leaks about the products that were coming out with Nintendo, you were actually like, holy shit, this actually looks good. Let me go out and pre-order the game real quickly. But since now Nintendo wants to cork every leak up, now people are going to start thinking to themselves, man, I'm not going to go pre-order this game. I'll wait for the fucking reviews instead. So Nintendo kind of fucked themselves in this situation, because let's be frankly honest here for a second. You've all bought your Nintendo products based on fucking leaks, not just hype blind or anything. I guarantee it. And fam, that is all the content I got you guys for today. Man, I never really thought the Nintendo fanboys were going to be just as bad as the PlayStation fanboys. I'm telling you right now. And I want to make a little announcement before we wrap this video up. Right now, currently under this video, you are going to see some merchandise. Yeah, guess who got merchandise before GTA 6 came out? Oh my god, that is actually a meme now. But seriously, you're not required to do this or anything, but if you're thinking to yourself, hey, I always wanted some GAR merch, like a mouse pad or cup or whatever the case may be, right below this video, there is a link to all my merchandise that I am currently working on. So please, if you want to buy a piece of merchandise and support me in the long run, go ahead and go to Fourth Wall down in the link down there, right there, you'll see it right there, and go ahead and purchase yourself some like GAR merch. But anyway, if you don't care about any of that merch, but you actually do care about my videos, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. And hey, I'm trying to make it to 10K by the end of this year. And if you want to help me reach that goal, subscribe to the channel, because I'll have more content coming for you guys. And trust me, this content train is not stopping at all with the Nintendo Switch 2. Oh boy, we have a lot more coming than you guys have ever fucking known. I am telling you right now, I could feel it in my loins. And this one, I'm telling you, it's going to be a big one, so you might want to subscribe to the channel. But anyway, fam, besides all that solid stuff, thank you very much for watching my video. I truly do appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Later, fam.